Hello all, this is James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade, and welcome back to the political... no, the political process. I really like this game. So my first attempt at winning an election went wrong. I lost. I tried for a tough job. I ran against the incumbent Republican mayor, and I lost by 69 votes. But you know what? It's okay. I've learned, and now we go forward all the way to the presidency. We know how to play this political game now. What jobs are out there for us? Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll just run for the president. Why not? Let's just jump all the way. I'm not. That restriction has been removed in this game. Why would you remove the age restriction in the game? President, really? Something popped up. I'm not sure what it was. I'm not running for president. Not at this point. Watch the Democratic presidential primary debate. Sounds cool. Josh Bird, I want to thank everyone for having this debate so that we can discuss ways to improve the economy. Government spending helps improve the economy. My hope is that we will be able to work together to reduce income inequality. I understand the mentality behind allowing the free market to determine the minimum wage. Individuals who want that kind of economy are certainly not bad people. My own opinion is that the government has a responsibility to do what is best for the average citizen, and a living wage is what is best for the average citizen. The rich used to pay a much higher tax rate. I believe we should return to higher tax rates for the rich. Chuck Millard. The economy needs to be addressed. I have a lot of ideas how to fix it. Some people are unhappy with the disparity between incomes. Others think it's an acceptable part of the economy. Whether or not the minimum wage should be increased is a very divisive issue. Is it? I want to thank everyone for having this debate so that we can discuss ways to improve the economy. The best way to improve the economy is to decrease taxes. I understand having some income inequality, but the disparity between the rich and the poor is too much. I understand the mentality behind allowing the free market to determine the minimum wage. Individuals who want that kind of economy are certainly not bad people. My own opinion is that government has a responsibility to do what is best for the average citizen, and a living wage is what is best for the average citizen. It sounds very familiar. Are you reading off somebody else's lecture? I believe that economic stimulus from the government will benefit the economy. We should do something to reduce income inequality. It's my intention to increase the national minimum wage. If I'm elected, I'll intend to increase taxes on the rich. Barney Weiss. Uh-oh. No, we can't have him elected. Government spending helps to improve the economy. We should do something to reduce income inequality. Blah, blah. They're all saying the same crap. How many of these people are there? Oh, she sounds like she said something new. Antonia Myers. I have heard some terrible economic ideas in my day, but I never expected to hear so many astoundingly terrible ideas from the members of my own party. Government spending helps improve the economy. Income inequality is a serious issue, and yet fools in the opposition party and even in our own party refuse to address the issue. It is time that we do something about it. I am ashamed of my colleagues when I hear them trying to convince themselves and others that the minimum wage should not be a living wage. I don't think Genevieve even tried to come up with a decent plan for improving the economy. If that's her plan, it is bad. Yes, I don't have a job. I'm a little late for the presidential campaign, don't you think? Watch the Republican presidential debate. Arlene Kane. Folks care strongly about the economy. Government spending is good for the economy. I don't see income inequality as a problem. I reckon that I support increasing the minimum wage. We can address a lot of current economic issues by increasing taxes on the wealthiest citizens. Wait. Did you say that? Are you a Republican? Doris Hubbard. Government spending is good for the economy. Income inequality is a natural outcome of capitalism. I support capitalism, and I do not see a need to intervene with income inequality. It is my intention to increase the national minimum wage. Jeffrey Schindler. I want to thank everyone for having this debate so that we can discuss ways to improve the economy. The government is currently spending too much, damn straight. By reducing the spending and cutting taxes, we can improve the economy. No, we should raise taxes and reduce spending, but just saying. We should do something to reduce income inequality. No, we shouldn't. I understand why so many people want to raise the minimum wage, and I applaud the effort to try to make the lives of employees better, but I do not believe that raising the minimum wage is an effective way to improve the lives of the average citizen. You don't, huh? If I'm elected, I intend to increase taxes on the rich. Jeffrey, no way I'm voting for you. Claude Carter. Folks care strongly about the economy. The best way to improve the economy is to decrease taxes. I don't believe that addressing income inequality should be a priority during this election. If you ask me, the free market has always done an adequate job paying people the wages they're worth. I want to reduce taxes on business owners so they can start improving the economy. Milo. Got a big forehead there, Milo. Economic growth is a very important part of this election, so I'm inspired to see how much effort the candidates on this stage have put into solving this problem. The best way to improve the economy is to decrease taxes. I understand how people can become discontent when they see income inequality in our economy. I respect that perception. My understanding is that income inequality is a representation of a range of effort. It is. The more effort an individual puts into their education and career, the more they should be rewarded. It seems fair to me. I understand why so many people want to raise the minimum wage, and I applaud the effort to try to make the lives of employees better. But I do not believe that raising the minimum wage is an effective way to improve the lives of the average citizen. If I'm elected, I intend to increase taxes on the rich. You do, huh? Gavin Larson, I reckon that the economy may be the biggest priority in this election. Spot on. The government is currently spending too much. Exactly. By reducing spending, definitely, and cutting taxes, you don't have to do that. We can improve the economy. Income inequality is a natural outcome of capitalism. Spot on, my man. I support capitalism, and I do not see a need to intervene with income inequality. Folks who work hard should have a living wage. Gavin, I'd vote for you. Do I get to vote? Is that something that happens in this game? Nah, I'll skip it. Attend the Thanksgiving parade. Let's attend that. It is the day of the Thanksgiving parade. The cold morning greets you with a beautiful sunrise. You approach a crowd lining up along the street, hearing the enthusiasm in their voices as they eagerly await the start of the parade. You look up and down the street, enjoying the spectacle of the entire event. Floats pass by, you listen to marching bands playing familiar tunes. It's an overall enjoyable experience. Now you can return home for a pleasant Thanksgiving dinner. Okay. That's, we'll watch the Republican debate. I oppose a government-run universal health care program. I oppose Medicaid expansion. Okay, Doris. I agree. When I'm president, I'm going to fix healthcare so fast that you won't be able to believe it. Really? I oppose a government-run universal healthcare program. I oppose Medicaid expansions. My policies for healthcare are really great. As you can tell, I like Claude. But I think everyone watching this debate tonight knows that I deserve to be the nominee. Indeed. Claude, I really appreciate all the ideas I'm hearing about healthcare. I know that many people support universal healthcare, and I agree with their intentions. I want everyone to have access to healthcare, but I do not believe a government-based universal healthcare program is the solution. We should find another way to provide everyone with access to healthcare. I oppose Medicaid expansion, but I understand why others support it. I agree with their intentions, but I believe there's a better solution than Medicaid expansion. Milo, the man with the big forehead. I'm proud that we can come together to discuss the importance of healthcare in this country. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my ideas. I know that many people support universal healthcare, and I agree with their intentions. I want everyone to have access to healthcare, but I do not believe a government-based universal healthcare program is the solution. We should find another way to provide everyone with access to healthcare. I oppose Medicaid expansion, but I understand why other people support it. I agree with their intentions, but I believe there's a better solution than Medicaid expansion. Gavin, what are you going to say, my man? Folks are concerned about healthcare. The folks I talk to don't want universal health care. Folks all around this country oppose Medicaid expansion. Straight and to the point. Gotta like that. Yeah, we'll skip it. Watch the Republican presidential primary debate. Well, let's watch it. I don't believe that addressing income inequality should be a priority during this election. If we want to reduce poverty, we should ensure that every worker has a living wage. We do that by increasing the minimum wage. I believe welfare programs are important in helping members of our community raise themselves out of poverty. As president, I will completely eliminate poverty. As president, you'll do it all, won't you? It will be easy. My hope is that we will be able to work together to reduce income inequality. There's no reason to increase the minimum wage. There isn't, huh? No one is going to offer ideas better than the ones I have offered. Jeffrey, you're just out there, man. Claude Carter. A lot of folks have concerns about poverty, and you can count me among them. I don't see income inequality as a problem. If you ask me, the free market has always done an adequate job paying people the wage they are worth. The man with the big forehead. There is, understandably, a diversity of opinions about dealing with poverty and what methods should be used. We all share the same interest. We want to end poverty. We have to work together to find the best solution for the problem. I believe that everyone should have the opportunity to succeed in life. I want that for everyone. But I don't believe that reducing income inequality will solve any problems. I understand why so many people want to raise the minimum wage. I applaud the effort to try to make the lives of employees better. But I do not believe that raising the minimum wage is an effective way to improve the lives of our average citizens. And Gavin. A lot of folks have concerns about poverty, and you can count me among them. I don't believe that addressing inequality should be a priority during this election. Folks who work hard should have a living wage. I reckon that if people can't support themselves, then the right thing to do is offering a helping hand. Welfare programs are that helping hand. Alright, in 2016 the following elections will take place. State House, State Senate, U.S. House, U.S. Senate, Class 3, President? After week 2 you can see which incumbents will not seek re-election by viewing the district tabs within the politicians menu. If the incumbent is not running for re-election, it will say so under the district. Senate retirement notifications can be found in the national news page under the news tab. State Senator Pamela Decker will not seek re-election. Your schedule is currently empty. Alright, State Representative. The State House of Representatives is the lower chamber of the state legislature. It's responsible for drafting legislation that creates or updates state law. It also writes legislation that influence tax policy and the state budget. Term lengths are 2 years. Salary is $36,000. Deadline is in 6 weeks. State Senator, 4 years, $36,000, 6 weeks. U.S. House of Representatives, 2 years, $174,000, deadline 6 weeks, and U.S. Senator, term length 6 years, salary $174,000. Deadline 6 weeks. A candidate has to be at least 30 years old to run in this election. I'm not 30, so I'm not going to try for senator because I want to maintain the spirit of the game. U.S. House of Representatives could be interesting if there's an opening. Let's try to find out if there are openings. How do we... Trying to figure out how to figure out what she said last turn about below each district name is a table displaying the party demographic. Party demographics represent the percentage of voters, blah blah blah. Below all of the districts is an advanced options button which allows you to change party demographics. So, first I went for mayor, which was probably overreaching. Now I'm thinking about overreaching and going for the U.S. House of Representatives. But that doesn't make sense because I think there's currently an incumbent Republican that I'd end up having to run against. And I'm too young to send for a U.S. Senator. So we got state senator, and we have a state representative. I'm thinking state representative because it's only 2-year instead of 4-year. Because I want to get onto higher level stuff. So let's try a state representative role here. The campaign manager organizes the general strategy of the campaign, delegating tasks to other staff members. Well, Philip, I don't want to just desert you here. You and I, we were there last time. Well, let's go again. Alright, 18 weeks before the election. Good luck. I can't pass legislation to increase minimum wage at the state level. Can I? I don't think so. Some of this stuff doesn't make sense. No promises. No, let's not do taxes. Infrastructure. Alright. Energy, economy, and infrastructure. finances we got? We still have money left over. Woohoo! We need to get that name recognition up. What do we have here? Watch the Republican presidential primary debate. Nah, we'll skip it. I'm going to skip the rallies because we need the money. Show me the money, honey. We're going to go with 25 hours of money. Probably do a commercial. Alright, that got us some serious name recognition. Watch the Republican presidential primary debate. Nah, we're going to skip it. There's the attack ad. I was looking for that during the last... dang it. I wish I would have saw that earlier. Or I did see it, but I didn't see it when I wanted it. Getting some of that across the aisle enthusiasm going on there. No, we'll skip that. Even more across the aisle enthusiasm. Alright, we'll check in on this one. Gavin Larson, I support increasing border security. I oppose a pathway to citizenship for illegal immigrants. Such a policy is unfair to all of the immigrants who try to come to the country legally. I support increasing the number of immigration visas issued each year. I look forward to hearing all the ideas expressed tonight, and I hope my ideas will contribute something valuable to the discussion. I support increasing border security. I oppose a pathway to citizenship for illegal immigrants, such as a policy is unfair to all immigrants who try to come to the country. There is no need to increase the number of immigration visas issued annually. She fires a shot at Gavin Larson. Finally, I'd like to say the voters should not be taking Gavin Larson seriously as a candidate for our party. His policies are terrible. And then the guy with the truly terrible policies. But what does he want? I can easily deal with immigration. He can easily do everything. I can't understand why no one has solved this yet. It is so simple. I support increasing border security. Immigrants who work hard and have become respected members of their community should be given a pathway to citizenship. There's no need to increase the number of immigration visas issued annually. No one has ever created a better immigration plan than the one I have created. Claude Carter and I have been on the campaign trail for a long time, and as my message reaches more voters, they all learn that I'm the best choice for president. What a clown. Okay, we got 40 hours of stuff to go. Let's do rallies this time. Not quite completely name recognized yet. Let's take care of that. Another internet ad. Democratic presidential primary debate and Republican. Okay, because I've been skipping all of the Democratic debates, let's check this one out. Josh Bird, I'm just a humble politician, but I do what I believe is best. I rely on others who know more than me. It is my humble belief that the best leaders are the ones who surround themselves with expert advisors and listen to what their advisors have to say. If you agree, I hope you will vote for me. Chuck Millard, I really appreciate having the opportunity to present myself as a candidate for president. I hope you will vote for me. Justice Early, I believe my experience and ideas will help move this country in the right direction. Antonia Myers, it has been a pleasure to campaign with all of the other candidates throughout the election process. I hope you will select me as your party nominee, but if not, I think this party will still be well represented. Gavin Larson, I like to think of myself as a simple individual like most people. There isn't anything particularly fancy about me. I think that is what voters want in a president, someone they can relate to, someone who understands them. I really appreciate having the opportunity to present myself as a candidate for president. I hope you'll vote for me. I'm a fairly traditional person. I reckon that's what this country needs in a president. And Jeffrey Schindler. It has been a pleasure to campaign with all of the other candidates throughout the election process. I hope you will select me as your party nominee, but if not, I think this party will still be well represented. Okay, so there's that. Now let's get back to our own campaign. Got 40 hours. Let's do some rallies. I feel like these rallies aren't doing much. I've got 95% voter recognition. This chart shows how public opinion changes during the campaign. They don't like my ideas on the economy, evidently. They evidently like my ideas on education. Ah, that's how I tend to... Okay. That's good to know. No event. Damn it. No event. So, I have to actually click through all these to get to see if there's an event happening instead of them telling me somewhere that, hey, there's an event going on. Government funding of education at the federal and state level is important because it helps ensure that students in low-income communities receive a high-quality education. Low-income communities do not always have the tax revenues sufficient to fund education. The federal and state governments, however, have a larger tax base and thus can afford to distribute that revenue to communities that need it most. It benefits everyone because a well-educated society has less crime and a better economy. The school nutrition program is pivotal to school success in low-income communities. Our students cannot concentrate if they are hungry. They cannot process what they are taught if they are malnourished. Children should not have to undergo that kind of stress. If parents cannot feed their children, then the more fortunate members of society should do it, which is exactly what the school nutrition program does when it's well funded. It is so nice that all children have access to preschool. Okay. Attending that event didn't seem to do much. Alright, thank you for attending the event. I hope it's been informative, Audrey James. Senior citizens have done much for society throughout their lives. They deserve respect and consideration in return. Medicare is extremely important to members of the retiree community. Without it, many retirees would not have access to life-saving treatment and medication. It would be cruel to reduce access to Medicare. Give speech? Oh, do I want to give a speech and all right. I have total name recognition out there. Does it say who I'm running against? Opponents. A Democrat is the incumbent. Okay. Man, this guy sounds like me. I don't see any way to attack him. Am I a Democrat? Okay. much money do I have here? I have a little over 4,000, which I'm going to throw into a You know, none of these seem good for me. Let's go after a bunch of Democrats. Alright, I got another 2,000 left. Maybe a radio ad. Uh-oh. I lost another election! Gah! Yeah. Damn it. Well. Them's the breaks, right? The primary campaign has ended. Unfortunately, we did not get enough votes for you to become your party's nominee. Everyone has lost an election before. It's part of politics, but you've gained some name recognition and have a better understanding of your community's values. Do not get discouraged. It's time to start preparing for your next election. Alright, we have lost yet another election. Game's kind of tough. I like that. I'm enjoying losing. How often do you say that about a game? You're enjoying losing. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. Hopefully you're enjoying my content. If so, please leave a like and subscribe, and until the next time, all, peace.